I feel the heart beating in me. Get out of me. New intro, it's Madeline here. I recently uncovered what is pedantic speech. I've been learning a lot about autism in general and the traits associated with it. It makes me anxious knowing that's what is viewed of me. It makes me anxious because I feel I know why. I'm not saying I don't have autism. I'm saying I know I hang around a lot of the same people these days, and the content I consume the same. I know I am to mimic what surrounds me, but the more I do, the more empty I feel. I often speak of a lack, knowing so many of my actions worsen this growing void. I think I know why, at least a part of it. I have a weird relationship with my blackness. It's no surprise, then. I find the company most unlikely to invalidate it. I'm not going to feel insecure about something hardly passing through. I'm not going to feel insecure in a color that barely exists. Sorry. I'd rather spend my time with those distanced from blackness, whether it be just that or the lacking characteristic altogether. I know I'm black, and I hate being around people I don't feel black around. I know I have a mask. Pedantic speech is another trait to turn this mask into a true character. A character that scares away, so I never have to feel inferior again. I feel I've been insecure of my blackness for as long as I can remember. A moment I regard as the breaking point was when I was asked, "You talk like that?" I didn't know you talked like that. I don't remember exactly, but that doesn't matter. Regardless of the exact words, I unlocked a part of my consciousness I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't. I realized I did speak differently, in different settings. I now assume it as code switching, but I wasn't going to know that as a kid. I knew I spoke differently, and I knew the way I spoke in front of other black people was a lie. I wasn't black. I was mimicking their mannerisms in order to be liked. I knew the mask outside was the real me because I wasn't black. In pre-K and kindergarten, I had two different best friends. Both were black, one whose house I visited and one whose house I never saw, and she never saw mine. I eventually skipped the filler and made white friends. Those were the friends I could invite to my house, to parties. But even amongst them, there was disdain. Sorry, let me go back. It's not that I stopped having black friends in elementary school. I had black friends. They just weren't my real friends. Real friends have playdates and parties together. I had black friends, it's just to have been black at my birthday. It indicated a level of being unproblematic. I needed to not seem black because the last thing I wanted was anxiety, and is my friend white enough? Oftentimes, being white wasn't enough, so being black definitely wasn't. If I ever had a non-white friend, this was the essential formula, as undefined as it was. I concluded there is a certain level of wealth that allows you to distance yourself from blackness. Oh, the fear I felt discovering money isn't all there is. Sitting in a car with rap music blasting, I was mortified. Similar to the panic when rap is played at home or the music's too raunchy. I was told I was different. I was taught to be different. I was taught I wasn't like my peers, that I couldn't relate to them. Who was I to call someone a liar? I clearly was different because black people are poor, ghetto, and ratchet, and I wasn't any of those. I was perfect because maybe if I was perfect, my mom would love me, so I stopped being black. I encouraged myself with the reassuring lie that I wasn't. Still, I felt so empty. I felt guilty for yearning. I had been blessed with a past granting great proximity to whiteness, but I didn't want it. Why didn't I want it? That's what I should want. I don't have to be black. It's a weight meant to be shaken off. It's a burden meant to be left in childhood. It's time to grow up, but I've never felt at home in the house of the white man. I have grown to know I will never be perfect. If it's not my blackness, it's the poor mental state I've fallen into from being so far removed from myself, or the countless other things I'm failing to do. I know I will never be enough, but now I'm angry. I spent my life deconstructing myself. I tore myself apart to still be fucking inadequate. Now I'm nothing and no one. I know I have a life to reclaim in my future, but I am bitter about my past. I hope that bitterness never goes away. It's what's going to drive me. I want to be loud. I want to be in that loud as fuck church. I want to party. I want to be silly. I want to build community. I want to find them too. I want tattoos. I want piercings. I want to live a life where I feel supported in everything I do. I want to be me, damn it, and I'm black. That was beautiful. However, I'll continue to speak the way I do for a while. I'll fall back into a shame pattern. I'll dissociate to avoid feeling because feeling says too much about me. I like to build walls. I need to protect the little I have left of my identity. The barrier is to keep everyone out. I need to keep myself out so I can't tear away what needs to stay. Nowhere is safe because I am everywhere I go. That's okay. I don't like feeling. I'd rather sit with myself and suffer. I'd rather feel pain caused by my relentless dissecting as a source of avoidance and pleasure. The damage is meaningless if I am the sole victim. I wouldn't say it's all false. I'm sure I don't enjoy feeling lonely. I could be in a room full of friends, but they're not my friends. It's more so a formality. I'm not there, more like a fly on the wall. They were never my friends. We never spoke. Can I prove any conversation I've had is meaningful? Can I prove I'm living and not staying in one spot dreaming of friendships I don't have? Food doesn't have any flavor anymore. Everything is a walking dream. That's all I've ever wanted, to not exist. All I have to do is avoid any sensation related to my identity. I don't have to be anything anymore. Sorry, I'm sure I want to speak without fear of how it's interpreted. I don't want to heavily focus on others' feelings towards me. I'd rather be accused of thinking I'm better than everyone else and have them avoid me, instead of the accusation of false blackness. I honestly want everyone to avoid me. It's hard to not exist with little anchors to reality. I say any of this because I believe my words make a beautiful story. Maybe someone will relate and a connection establishes. I could be so much more than human. I could be a true entity, so undefined I phase through even motion. I love the story built off the dying muse's back. I don't care if it kills me. I like the entertainment. But that's that, and with that, I'm going to kindly see myself out. Take care.